That said, we've got a lot of headlines to get to, so Jarom, start us off.
Men's basketball loses 81-67 as the 5 seed to the 4 seed Texas Tech in the Big 12 tournament quarterfinals yesterday. The Cougars shot 37% from the field, just 20% from three, second lowest percentage of the season. Jackson Robinson led the Cougars with 18 points. BYU now awaits Selection Sunday.
Speaking of Selection Sunday, just 2 days away for the Cougars and all of the other hopeful teams. BYU will find out which seed they are, who and where they'll be playing in the NCAA tournament on Sunday. And of note, if you missed it earlier in the show, here's where they are projected right now. ESPN's Joe Lunardi has BYU as the 5 seed playing South Florida in Pittsburgh. CBS Sports' Jerry Palm has dropped the Cougars to a 5 seed playing Grand Canyon in Salt Lake City. The Athletic has BYU as a 4 seed playing UC Irvine in Salt Lake City. I think that's a little ambitious. Bracket Matrix has BYU as an average seed of 4.75, which, if you do the math, looks pretty close to a 5.
I didn't take a math class at BYU, but I can confirm those details.
Round up.
Headline number 3. Baseball lost 9-2 to Houston last night in Game 1 of a 3-game series at Miller Park. Cougars 7-8 overall, 1-3 in league now. Game 2 is tonight, 8 Eastern on Big 12 Now on ESPN Plus and BYU Radio.
BYU softball drops their Big 12 road opener against third-ranked Texas, who was ranked number 1 until last week. BYU loses 13-0 Texas. They have elite pitching. They hold the Cougars to 1 hit overall. The Cougars now 16-7 overall, 1-3 in the Big 12. Games 2 and 3 against the Longhorns will be played today in a doubleheader.
Gymnastics is on the road for the final meet of the regular season in Seattle tonight against the host Washington, plus the Southern Utah Flippin' Birds and Sac State.
And BYU men's and women's track and field begin the outdoor season this weekend in Tucson, Arizona, as both teams send their sprinters to compete at the Arizona Spring Break Fiesta.
As Rob Gronkowski once said, yo soy fiesta. Women's tennis continues to roll with a 12th win this season. They've been fantastic. 4th win in the Big 12 against Iowa State. Now 6-1. Tomorrow morning, the Cougars play at Kansas. Make it men's basketball and women's tennis in Lawrence winning.
Let's go. BYU Swim and Dive began competition in the CSCAA National Invitational Championship in Ocala, Florida yesterday, highlighted by Mackenzie Long, who broke her own school record in the 50-meter breaststroke. Competition continues through the weekend.
Is that like the NIT of swimming? Is that what they were in, which is still awesome?
I have no idea.
And Whitney Bauer made her pro debut with the Atlanta Vibe last night as a serving sub. Fellow Cougar teammate and now Atlanta Vibe teammate Kamaila Hiapo has played 10 games for the Vibe, who, by the way, are the best team in the new Pro Volleyball Federation at 8-3. They beat the Omaha Supernovas yesterday.
That's quite the mascot, a supernova. Those are today's headlines.